ladies and gentlemen, Sonic Yoda from SEGADriven here. Today we're going to talk Mega CD, which is the console that I absolutely love collecting for. It's obviously got an awful lot of rubbish on it, mainly full motion video games, but every now and again you find a real, gem amongst the crap. And I'd like to share with you some of those games. So tonight we're going to start off with Shadow of the Beast 2, which I'll delve into a little bit more and tell you why I love this game. Shadow of the Beast 2, or Beast 2 as it's known in some territories, is a game that holds a very special place in my heart. I first experienced it on a friend's Amiga and was instantly struck by the atmosphere. There's a very dark and foreboding feel to Shadow of the Beast 2, and this is something that the game wants you to know from the get-go by introducing you to the game's world via this gorgeous animated cutscene. The Mega CD version features some enhancements over the original game. The obvious one is its beautifully redrawn graphics, which feature some massive sprites and gorgeous shaded scenery. The other is the inclusion of animated cutscenes which are triggered whenever you move into a new area. My favourite of these has to be the goo-powered elevator. There's also a bizarre scene where you enter the Karamoon Oasis, a hotel in the game, only to be shown a cutscene that shows you breaking the lock to get in. Does the hotel owner really find it necessary to lock his guests in? Gameplay is a mixed bag. The game is mainly a platformer with a huge playfield to explore and enemies to defeat. Your only means of attack is a mace, and later on you get access to throwing axes and a sort of death ray that is projected from a ring. Controls are generally responsive and simple to master, but the real difficulty in Shadow of the Beast 2 is approaching the game in the right order. There are puzzles in Shadow of the Beast 2 which must be completed in the correct order, otherwise you're forced to restart. This is obviously a bit unfair, and without a walkthrough this can be a real trial and error experience. However, I think this level of difficulty and ruthlessness adds a certain charm to Shadow of the Beast 2, which is entirely unique to this game. Speaking of unique, let's return to the game's atmosphere. One thing I loved about the original was Tim Wright's gloomy and quite sparse soundtrack, which also helped add a sense of dread to the game. The soundtrack featured in the Mega CD version is not the same, but still manages to get the same feel across, apart from the rather bizarre elevator music in the Karamoon Oasis. All in all, Shadow of the Beast 2 is a game that Mega CD owners will want to hunt down simply because the console's library contains nothing like it. Difficulty might put a lot of people off it, but if you put your time into Shadow of the Beast 2, you will certainly be rewarded. Plus, it's always a good laugh listening to the one bloke try and voice all the characters.
You won't escape now, mortal! Hello, sir. Welcome to the Karamoon Oasis.
Your face looks familiar. Have I seen you somewhere before?
So, at last, we meet.